And we're live. Hello. So, welcome to Funemployment Radio. I am Greg Nibbler here with Sarah X. Dillon. And today we are broadcasting live from Hawaii some kind of jungle compound that we have discovered here.
We are in a jungle compound. Are we going to be murdered or something?
Probably. That's probably something along those lines. So we are here on the road as part of our hashtag FER Hawaii, brought to you by the magic of the internets. Live from here. We got here yesterday. And we're going to talk all about this thing. Right now, though, I feel like it does kind of seem like we're in a jungle. If you're watching on YouTube, we're live on YouTube right now. If you're listening via podcast, definitely go and check out the video on YouTube. But the backdrop of where we're in, what would you call this room in the house that we're at?
We are in...
Foyer? No, it's not a foyer.
The
lanai. We're in the lanai, actually.
We're in the lanai in Kauai.
We're in a lanai in Kauai right now. And so behind us, this house that we're staying at is
magical.
It's amazing.
It doesn't feel like, it feels like you're in a movie set or something.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it's real, like this is a place that should exist.
Seriously. And we're going to be, we'll kind of give a tour of that later on, not on this show, but we'll do some other live stuff and show some of the house where we're staying. But seriously, behind us right now, it looks like we're in the middle of the jungle. There's a million different weird kind of animals and creatures that are waiting to bite me.
Do you think it's going to pick up the animal noises?
Probably. There's probably going to be a lot of weird birds.
There's some weird bugs here,
Weird bugs.
And giant snails I saw. They're little geckos.
Yes, there are geckos running around everywhere.
And then there was something that was kind of big and it was rustling around in the bushes last night.
Yeah, we need to talk about that too. But I think the most important thing we need to bring up is because we are live in Hawaii right now, there's a tsunami warning. So, of course, for us going to Hawaii, it would naturally make sense that we would get here and within 24 hours...
Not us, Greg.
There's a tsunami warning for this place. So I don't know. I think they're working it out. It doesn't sound like it's going to be too much.
Too potentially devastating.
But there are earthquakes on either side, like in the Solomon Islands and California.
Yeah, so we all woke up this morning. We're like, oh, it's a beautiful day in Hawaii. We're so looking forward to our adventure. And then everyone's phones start buzzing with a tsunami warning. And we're like, okay, cool. And then I'm talking to my mom, panicked phone call. And she's like, get your ass out of there. I'm like,
so where are you going to go? It's an island.
We can't really go anywhere.
Where are you going to go? Hop in a boat? I mean, you know, this is kind of what it is. So I mean, if it happens, it's going to happen. And then we'll have it live on the screen here.
There you go. It could be like Deep Impact, Funemployment Radio style.
No, I don't like that.
I don't want it to be like that.
But we got a bunch of things to talk about. I think we should get to one issue right at hand right now, and it has to do with yesterday and our travels here to this island. So one, it's a really long flight.
It is longer than you think.
Yeah, it was over about, I don't know, 6.5 hours.
Again, let me say, well worth it, but it is a long flight.
I know, and we're complaining about this as everybody's back in Portland right now dealing with some like freezing, terrible snowstorm.
Oh God, the plane ride to paradise is so long.
However, there is something of major importance to all Funemployment Radio listeners. So I have gone through my plane rules multiple times of what I feel is appropriate social norms to exhibit when you're flying, when you go traveling. One is when you're sitting in your chair, that is your country. And so anything you want to do in the bubble, in the airspace of your country, that's perfectly fine. That's legitimate because you paid for that. And there is also the no man's land, which is the armrest. The armrest.
Which I handily won that battle yesterday.
No, the armrest is there for whoever to claim it first. And once you claim it, once your arm is on the armrest, like the shared one, that's it. It's yours until you relinquish it, until you stand up or until you move it. Then it's open territory.
Even if you're reaching into your backpack to grab something, that's a relinquishment.
Well, one person on here did not follow those rules very well because I claimed the armrest as soon as we sat down on the plane, and Sarah did a violent takeover and took over the armrest for the entire trip, which is completely out of bounds, out of the social norms for plane rules that I think should be followed. So that was rule number one. The other thing is I've made it clear that I think it's okay for you to, if you have clean socks on, you are free to take your shoes off underneath your in your personal country
in your bubble country.
Yeah, it's your country. And I've said this multiple times that I think that's fine. Barefoot's not okay.
Barefoot's not okay.
Barefoot's not okay, but socks, that's totally fine.
If you were barefoot, that's okay, but people with feet like Greg's, they should not be.
No, nobody should be barefoot. I don't care who you are. I don't care how nice your feet are. No, you shouldn't be barefoot. But socks are fine. Now, you can't put them up on the seat in front of you because that's invading someone else's country. That's an aggressive action.
No,
that
just
you're
like
violating a
DMZ.
Too. Yeah.
Leaning the seat back is also invading someone's country.
Sure. Well, no. Actually, absolutely not. No, leaning the seat back is perfectly fine. That's part of your space. That's part of your country. People have to know that.
So if someone in front of you is leaning their seat back, are they invading your country?
No.
Okay,
That's
so
okay.
that's the wiggle room.
No,
right
they
there.
can do that. Yeah, they can do that because
We found
that's
the gray
their
area.
that's their space. That's like the 6 mile zone off of in the ocean or something. That's still part of their territory. It's
Okay.
maybe rude, but it's still part of their territory.
All right.
So they can do that. They still control that.
All right, Greg, get
Now-
to the point.
Okay, the point is, Sarah, yesterday, after years of making fun of me for taking my shoes off, guess who the #1 violator was of doing this? Not only taking your shoes off, but you also spread them around all over other people's territory.
Not other people's. It was just yours.
Yes.
And I don't respect your territory.
It's okay.
That's the problem.
We've got some comments coming through on the YouTube chat right now. Okay, let's see. Somebody says, if you sit next to the window, do you need an easement to pass through the other 2 seat countries to get to the aisle? That's
Good
fair.
question.
You don't want to use that too much.
It's a brief treaty, right?
But yeah, well, it's a brief treaty. I mean, it's flying over the airspace. It's a nice thing that you can do for the other people. You have to let them pass at some point. Now you can't do it too many times. If you do it too many times, then you should have gotten an aisle seat, and that's your problem. No, but if you're on the window seat, I'd say on a 6-hour flight, 3 times is reasonable. I only did it once, so I feel I'm a better
Are you sure?
patron.
Because I'm pretty sure you went more than once.
No, I only went once.
Okay.
I only went once.
Oh, I think we might have some wild jungle creatures behind us.
Oh, there are jungle
They might have
creatures
just passed us.
that are
I
walking
don't know.
behind us right now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you may get to see the wild Hawaiian Sasquatch that may show up behind us.
I hear he wears a striped t-shirt.
They're very dapper, and they prefer Malibu rum for some reason. So,
Yum yum.
we got a juvenile squatch behind us too. That's hopping in the back.
They're the fiercest of the squashes.
So,
Oh, yeah.
all right. But Sarah, though, this is ridiculous. As for all this time, either you need to admit that I've been right this entire time.
No, I believe that since we were traveling to a tropical location, shoes are optional. If you're going somewhere, like say if you're going into like Europe or something, I don't believe that that's when you should actually be taking off your shoes.
I think that's Julian from Trailer Park Boys is behind us as well.
Wow. He came for the wedding too.
It's being noted here in the chat by our friend Jason. Jason says, Sarah, I'm disgusted, but mostly disappointed.
My socks were not only clean, they were brand new. And, I just feel like that's
Were
okay.
They
They were brand new.
Were they brand new?
Yes, they were brand new. And
I'm
they
not
were
so
brand
sure
new,
about
and
that.
I washed them. Feet had never been in them before.
Okay, but by my rules, that is okay to do, except for you can't spread your feet into other people's
I wasn't
countries.
spreading my feet into other people's countries.
Throwing
That
your
sounds
feet all
wrong.
around.
Just whimsy pimsy.
All right, you want to really get down to it?
What?
Who walked down the aisle in their socks?
I went
Down
to say
the
hi to our
airplane
friends.
aisle
I went to say hi to
her
our
socks.
friends because we had lots of friends on the plane, and I can't be bothered to put my boots on and off and on and off and on and off. I put them on when I went to use the facilities. I did not go socks in the bathroom. But yes, when I did go visit our friends, perhaps I might have walked in my socks.
Complete violation of plane
Uh-huh.
etiquette. It was a sick violation, and I may need to
But
file a
again,
complaint.
we're
at some
going
point.
to Hawaii. I think it's different rules for that.
Beatrice in the chat mentioning the wild animals behind us said quite funky.
Oh.
Referring to this. All right. Well, we did get here though, and it is, I don't want to complain about it, but I mean, I started sweating as soon as I got off the plane.
So warm here. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
sorry.
sweaty. We're going to be sweaty on these videos.
We're so sweaty. I'm
is
so
just
like
how
I
it's
put
gonna
on
be.
a ton of makeup for this, and it's all melted off. It's all gone.
Yeah. Well, when the tsunami comes, that'll take care of that.
Yes.
But let's
Wash
talk about
all our
though.
worries away.
One of the first things you notice when you get to Kauai, and I had no idea about this, is that there is about 8 million chickens that live on this island. Like
many
chickens, wild
Chickens.
chickens. When you get off the plane and you walk out, there's just chickens everywhere. Roosters, they're all
Lots
aggressive
of
too. I
roosters.
was nervous.
Mhm.
And they are everywhere.
Yeah.
So, and I was trying to figure out what happened to them. Apparently I was told that at some point during a hurricane, a bunch of chickens escaped and then just started breeding on the island. And that's how
And
that
that's
happened.
how the
I don't know.
chickens happened?
Somebody told me that. I'm going to believe it. I think maybe Jessica told me
You know
that.
what? I
So-
will say, like we have like our jungle paradise back here. Like there are lots of like bird noises, and you can hear like frogs and there are lizards and things. But our
Yeah.
other friends are staying at different parts of the island, and I guess they're being awoken by the roosters. Like this
Oh, really?
morning,
The roosters are?
the roosters woke everybody else up. And I'm like, sorry, we don't have any chickens where we are.
Yeah, we're fine.
We're fine.
No chickens right here.
But we do
they
have
are all
some
over
sort
the
of
island.
creatures that are back there. Are we going to talk about those in a bit?
Yeah, okay, no, we can talk about those.
Okay.
Because, one, I do have this. Sarah, last night, this is another thing. Tropical Sarah is a weird Sarah. I don't quite understand.
What?
It violates normal rules. She started picking up wild animals last night, twice, which I don't think is the right thing to do. One, there was a gecko on the car window.
I was
which she
trying to
tried
save it.
I don't think you need to save the gecko.
It was crawling into the The car engine. That gecko is no longer with us. I was trying to get it off of the car.
Well, you know, gecko. It's a gecko's
It's a
life.
circle of life.
But also, she found a giant snail in the backyard.
It was really
here where we
cool.
were. I've got a picture of that. I'll put up on the YouTube video, so you can see Sarah holding a giant snail.
Well, because I almost stepped on it. I almost ended that snail's life. I was very sad.
Well, I still don't think that you're supposed to be picking them up.
Well, I
feel like
didn't
that's
just, I picked it up. I wasn't like cuddling and kissing it. I was just picking it up and moving it to a more remote location so nobody would squish its snail house.
Okay, all right.
That's
Well,
all. I thought I was being very kind.
okay, well, so that's what we've seen so far, but the scary thing
Yes.
is what has not been seen.
What has not been seen but has been heard. We don't know what it is because last night when we were out in our tropical backyard, having some beers, you know, and some laughs with our friends. And all of a sudden there was this rustling in the bushes, like loud rustling. Don't know what it is. It's not a cat. And so I just happened to ask Greg, like, if there are squirrels in Hawaii. Are there tropical
I don't
squirrels?
think there is any such thing as a tropical squirrel. I don't think so.
But are you sure?
I am not 100%
You're not,
sure.
so you cannot 100% honestly say that there is
But
not
there is
a
definitely
tropical squirrel.
something back there. There's definitely something back there, and we don't know.
And it was skittering around. It was crawling up and down
It
the
was hopping
trees
from
on the
tree to tree.
branches.
Yeah, and it was making weird noises, and it was out there stalking us, I'm pretty sure, probably
I
planning
think it's a
to.
velociraptor.
It could be a velociraptor. We are on the
Pretty
island
sure.
where Jurassic Park was filmed.
Yeah, and why was Jurassic Park filmed here?
That was a documentary.
Maybe they
we
didn't
all
have
know
to.
that.
Yeah, maybe they didn't have to pay. to make
We
the
all know that
dinosaurs.
was an actual story that happened. That's
Exactly.
what the government wants
Mhm.
to cover it up. That's a whole
Mhm.
different show that I do. So, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe some kind of wild tropical squirrel, but we're not entirely sure.
We're not sure, but we'll get back to you because it's probably going to murder one of us, and it'll probably be Greg.
Yeah.
At least take a chunk.
Yeah,
out
no,
of
it will be me. That's another thing that makes me a little bit nervous. Normally, wherever I go, especially on vacation or camping or anything, I hurt myself pretty quickly.
Mhm.
Either cut myself or, as I call it, first blood. I usually
He
draw
draws
first blood. Yeah, and
Has anyone drawn blood yet?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
That
Because
makes me nervous.
we were also tired last night too.
Well, true, but I still feel like that would have. Oh, okay. Question in the chat. The speculation: wild pigs. It could have been a wild pig back there.
Really?
Yeah.
Are there wild pigs?
Yeah, there are wild.
Are there wild pigs? Oh wait, Scott's saying yes. All right.
Okay, we got the verification.
But I don't think pigs crawl trees.
What?
Pigs aren't climbing trees.
I don't know. Hawaiian pigs might.
Do Hawaiian pigs climb trees?
Maybe it's something different here. I don't know. It's a weird place. So yeah, maybe we have flying pigs in here. That's a distinct possibility.
Or a tropical squirrel. One of the two.
It's a tropical squirrel.
Or a
Rabid
velociraptor.
tropical squirrels. Hawaii fact right there.
Fact right there.
Yeah, so we'll try to figure out some more about the animals. And let's just say this though. Yesterday, it is weird getting here because it doesn't even feel like you're in the United States.
You don't
anymore.
feel like you're in America. You feel like you're just somewhere completely different.
Yeah. Oh, killer sheep. Somebody said. Okay, that's another.
Again, tree climbing.
Tree climbing.
It was
killer
a tree.
sheep.
It was a tree climbing something.
Okay.
And it wasn't a cat.
Or some weird hybrid.
It was
This
moving
place-
way too fast and furious for it to be a cat.
Kauai feels like, because the way the island is, it's not a huge island, but it's essentially, from what I understand, populated around the outside of like 3/4 of it,
Mhm.
but then the interior is completely uninhabited.
Giant mountain jungle.
Where I did talk before that I believe that's where the lava people live, who live off the grid.
The
that are
little
in there.
people live in there too.
There's little
don't
people,
they?
yeah, the Menehune.
Yeah.
The
The
Menehune live up there.
Menehune, yeah.
That's Hawaiian.
So Greg said he
leprechauns.
wanted to go and hunt, which
I do.
that's you need to word
Not-
that differently
Not in that way. I just want to find them and greet them.
and hug them.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I want one to ride on my
It's being
shoulder.
asked, did they also film Lost here? I actually thought that they did, but I think that was on Oahu.
Lost was not filmed here.
Lost was not filmed here.
Okay.
Jurassic Park, parts of Raiders of the Lost Ark
Oh, that's
were
right.
filmed here.
Yeah, where let's see, where's the last ark? I think it was where they opened up the ark.
The Ark.
Yeah, where the Nazis opened up the ark and the
Mhm.
face melted. I think that was filmed here too.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoilers. Didn't work out well for the Nazis. Let's see. Vicky says this is taking me back to Sportlandia. It does kind of. This
I
is
know, it
kinda
does
like
kind of feel
Sportlandia.
when we were setting this up, it's like this is kind of what it feels like.
It is. Except doing it on our own this time.
Yes, we are.
But no, this island feels like there's mysteries in the center of this
There are
island
mysteries.
that I want to find out. I think we
Mhm.
should go for an exploration because there's lava people that I think live up there.
Okay.
The lava people live in the old lava tubes and they hide away and they steal people and take them into the.
Why do you want to go into a
interior.
place where they steal people?
Well, I just think that's what happens up there. I just want to see their village. I
You want to
the
see
lava
that you
people.
want to be stolen to be
Yeah.
brought to their village.
It also feels like the kind of place where they've done like there's some secret government experimentation.
I don't
lab,
feel like there's
and
government.
that-
More so, there's some sort of like I don't know, some sort of like compound, like like not satanic, but like ritualistic compound thing that happens where they do like ceremonies up in the mountains.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
Well, maybe with the lava people.
I think so with a lot of people.
Hashtag lava people. I made that up.
Mhm.
But yeah, it does feel like that. So that could explain some of the weird animals that we're going to see. But let's talk about the other things though. When you get here, like I said, it it is very, very tropical.
Yeah,
Shocking.
well, so I've been to
Hawaii.
Hawaii before. It's been 18 years since I've been. Greg has never been.
No,
to
I've never
Hawaii.
been. This is my first time. This is my first time being
It's
here.
not really comparable to any. Like, I mean, because I've been to Mexico and things, but like Hawaii just has this really different feel to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's-
yeah. I mean, and you get here, it is a small island. It's not like you see on Maui or Honolulu or whatever. I don't know.
As our friends, so we're also here for our friends Lily and Scott's wedding, which congratulations to you guys. But as Lily calls it, she said that this is the Grandpa Island.
The Grandpa Island.
This is where all the old people go.
No, but it was so amazing yesterday going around this island because it's full of like small houses, and there's some resorts and stuff too. But for the most part, it seems very mellow. It's very mellow, like just a mellow vibe. And so much so last night we went and got dinner, and across the street from us.
What the heck was that?
I don't know.
Like seriously, can you hear that? That's insane. It's so loud and jungly
I don't know.
out
There's
here.
so many things that live in these
And you
trees
can't
behind
really
us.
see them. What's happening there? I wonder if that's picking up. Is that picking up?
I don't know.
Okay.
A wild pig out there.
Is that the wild pig
I
call?
think there's a wild pig out there. But it's oh yeah, when we went to dinner, literally across the street from us, there was just kind of a little park.
Like people were just having a party.
And there were people sitting there barbecuing and playing the ukulele and singing to each other. It was amazing.
It was so cool.
It's
Like we were literally sitting there
we're on a movie
witnessing
set.
like the barbecuing and playing, like singing along with the ukulele.
Yeah.
And that was just a thing that they were doing. It wasn't orchestrated. It was just like, that's island life.
Yeah, that's just what it was.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really cool. But today, since this is the wedding's on Saturday, and so today we're kind of doing some other stuff going on the beach. There goes a wild lily behind us, but
There's a wild lily.
she's not on the camera though. Probably didn't want me to say that. Anyway, today we are going to be hitting up. Well, we might be hitting up the beach except for a tsunami thing.
Minus that whole.
We'll hit the beach
pesky
until 3
tsunami
p.m.
thing.
If the key thing with tsunamis is if the waves go out, if you see the ocean receding, that means you get all that much extra beach to hang out on. So you got to run out as fast as you can and claim that extra new beach.
Or you're like the first to die.
No. When it rolls out, that just means it's granting you extra beach space. And then you can kind of divvy up the territory. So you just run out as fast as you can.
Look how lighthearted
try to
you
catch
are
it.
about our potential demise. This is really comforting to me.
Well, assuming
Can we
there is
snorkel
no.
before then, though?
Well, it's probably the best snorkeling because if the tsunami comes, imagine how good the snorkeling is going to be tomorrow, because then it's going to wash up all like deep sea creatures,
Okay.
and then you can go snorkel with those.
I don't want to snorkel with deep sea creatures.
Yeah.
That sounds like my nightmare.
No, I've seen that on for other tsunamis. Yeah, it washes up like all the deep sea stuff,
Gross.
and then you can hang out with all of them.
I don't want to swim with deep sea things.
Oh no! I think
They
that's
don't know who you are, and you don't know who they are, and nobody wants to be around each other.
yeah. No, I think that's one of the bonuses. Well, either way, assuming it doesn't come today, we're planning on going to the beach today.
Well, because today is bachelor and bachelorette party day too.
Yeah, which is going to include a lot of beach time. And I've never been to a Hawaiian beach. I've never been to Hawaii. But I do, in my mind, I kind of figure it's like this, because it's a smaller town that we're going to. It's a smaller town and smaller beach.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm imagining there's some kind of a hierarchy system
Probably.
that works there. So there's somebody who's like king of that beach.
There are the kings of the beach.
And so the king of the beach is there, and the king of the beach kind of runs things. So it's like, if you want to go boogie boarding or snorkeling, you got to check in with the king of the beach and make sure that you can go in that territory. I want to become king of the beach.
How does one become king of the beach?
Well, that's what I want to find out today, but I believe it's through
and so
a series
is today
of
a
challenges.
research day?
I think it's
going
going to be a series of challenges, as I'm imagining how you become king of the beach. And I want to claim the beach for the time that we're here. So I'm going to pick out whoever the king is, and I'm going to challenge their authority. And
are we going to say what beach you're going to try and claim?
Yeah, is it Poipu?
Yeah,
Is that where we're going?
Poipu
Beach? Yeah, so
Greg is he's trying to declare himself king of Poipu
I want to be
Beach.
king of Poipu Beach. And I'm going to do it. I can't surf, so I would be out on that one. But I'm pretty good at
I'm pretty
boogie
sure
boarding.
you can't be a king without being able to surf here.
No, I mean,
It's like a king without a crown.
yeah, but I think I can do it by a series of challenges with boogie boarding, some feats of strength. I think there's some ways that I can become the king of the beach.
What's the feat of strength that you're going to do?
Well, there's a few different things. One is sandcastle building, but that's not really a king of the beach thing. So that's more one thing. There's also rock throwing is a contest.
Don't throw rocks at people.
I'll go out there, and the first thing I'll do is try to intimidate everybody. Is I'll grab a big rock.
Oh,
and I'll
that's
throw
going
it
to go really
into
well.
the ocean. You also can ride sea turtles, I believe, is one of the other things.
Don't touch
that
the
people do
wildlife.
here.
They're
No, you
protected.
can ride the
No,
turtles.
you're not supposed to touch them.
You're not supposed to touch the turtles?
No, you're not supposed to touch the
I
turtles.
thought you could ride the turtle.
Lily, is he supposed to touch the turtles?
You gotta touch the
Do not
turtles, right?
touch the turtles,
But
Greg.
I mean, the turtles seem. I'll
The
leave that
turtles
up to the
probably don't have a
turtles.
lot to say about it because they're turtles, but you're not supposed to touch the
I want
turtles.
to ride a turtle.
You can swim
I want to
alongside
ride
a
a turtle.
turtle.
Can I hold on to one of its fins and have
You
it?
can absolutely not hold
What?
on
And then
to
it
one of
like
its
takes
fins.
me on a little tour. And
No,
takes
just
me
swim
around.
next to it. That's not.
you're really not supposed to
legal.
touch the fins of the turtles
No, you're not supposed to touch anything
because they
of
can
the
like they're
wildlife.
strong swimmers and then they can pull me around and it'd be really sweet.
No.
To have a turtle buddy.
Oh, you're not gonna make a turtle buddy.
All right. Well, I want a turtle buddy. That's the best
Stop
way to
saying
become
turtle
king of the
buddy.
beach.
That's like the worst
My
phrase.
turtle buddies. I think that's something I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna need to. I'm gonna need to.
Well, I think
challenge
you're gonna really intimidate them with your boogie boarding.
I think I will. I'm a pretty good boogie boarder.
You and the children.
Yeah, no, I am a pretty good boogie boarder. I think you'll be surprised. I've been known in San Diego when I've gone down to see my brother. I've been known for some of my trick moves.
What's a
where I
trick
can
move that
spin.
you do on a boogie board?
I can instantly dive down to the bottom really quick. No, I can, which I do. That's what's happened to me before.
Mhm.
I know.
You know, there's like coral, and you're gonna like cut yourself. Like,
what?
yeah, there's coral out there. You're gonna slice your feet open, and your face.
Oh, sure. Really?
Another thing. Yes.
Okay. I didn't think about that. That's not going to be good for me.
Oh yeah.
So if I cut myself on
It's
the
like
coral,
knife
then I'm going to
rocks
be
that
bleeding
you're
into
gonna
the
be
water.
like, yeah, and then
and I'll
you're gonna
attract
draw
all
the
of
first blood. They're gonna attract all the like sharks and things that are probably gonna be there, and then they're gonna eat you.
Okay, well, the other lesson I know about the beach, judging from Brady Bunch when they went
Oh
to
my
the
God!
Hawaiian
Stop
vacation,
with the Brady Bunch already.
it was, a very good historical piece to find out about what Hawaii was like. I know this. I know you are not supposed to steal tiki idols or like sacred idols. Don't steal that.
There is a sacred Buddha idol in our
There is.
backyard.
Yeah, there is in the backyard, and it scares me. I don't want to go near
It's
it.
kind of terrifying.
Yeah, there's some kind of idol. So I know not to do that, and I also know if you do that, then you'll end up with a tarantula on you in your sleep because that's what happened to Peter Brady. That's kind of the extent of my knowledge of Hawaii. Is
Just
the Brady Bunch?
The Brady Bunch?
The Brady Bunch, yeah.
Well, I do have to say, the extent of mine is probably Forgetting Sarah Marshall, which I've seen a bunch of times.
Oh yeah, Forgetting Sarah Marshall's good. Yeah, but that doesn't really show Hawaii.
It shows a lot of Hawaii.
Okay. All right, maybe.
That's one of my favorite Hawaiian movies.
Well, one thing you said you were going to do, which also this surprises me about tropical Sarah, which I do not get.
What?
Sarah wants to go cliff jumping.
Oh, I love cliff jumping. I used to do it a
When
lot
have you
as a
ever
kid.
done cliff jumping?
I used to go a lot when I lived in Washington. If anyone is from Washington State and is familiar with like the Anacortes area, I used to go to Whistle Lake all the time. I don't know if you can still go there because it was very dangerous and you weren't necessarily.
Whistle Lake.
It's called Whistle Lake.
It sounds made up.
No, I swear. Dude, look it up.
Whistle Lake.
Whistle Lake. You had to walk like a mile in, and there were all these cliffs, and you'd swim out to the cliffs and jump off of them. There were like 40-foot ones, kind of this flat rock kind of thing that you could get everybody. Like
You jumped off a 40-foot cliff.
I jumped off a 70-foot cliff.
No, you
Once.
did
yes,
not.
Yes, I did.
A
It was
70-foot
the scariest
cliff.
thing I've ever done. Yes.
How do you know it was 70? Do you realize how tall 70 feet is?
Because that's what the people, like, there were professional cliff jumper people who were there, and they told us. I remember it was 70 feet, and I was going so fast by the time I hit the water that I almost ran out of breath on my way swimming back up. It was terrifying.
You're going to jump off a cliff today.
I might, if there's a cliff to jump off of. Not one that high. I'll do 40.
Oh, we will live broadcast that. Sarah is going to jump off of a cliff. I don't think you would do it. How would you do that? You're terrified of flying.
I'm terrified of flying. I don't like heights. I don't mind it because I know that there's a soft landing. It's fun jumping off something that, have you ever done it?
No.
It's awesome.
No,
You're like airborne.
I've jumped off like a 20-foot thing, and that was terrifying to me, and that was in college. And no, I hate heights. I know.
No,
I love
you just
flying,
have
but I
to
hate
push
heights.
out very far from the ledge. Make sure that there aren't,
I
rocks
just
below.
struggle to see how you would be doing that.
I'll do it. I want to snorkel too. I want to be in the water.
No, I'm okay. If there's a 70-foot cliff, you
I'm
will
not
jump
gonna.
off of it.
No, I didn't say 70.
How
30
high?
to 40.
30 to 40 feet.
Yeah.
You will jump off of it.
Yeah.
I will broadcast it if you do it.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I don't.
We find a cliff.
Yeah,
I can find a cliff. I'll find one.
Okay, Greg, you find a cliff.
We'll find a cliff.
Sure.
Let's see. Oh, Carrie in the chat says Periscope it. Sarah's badass and totally would do it. I think she'll chicken out.
No, as long as you get a push.
I'll be honest right now. I'll chicken out. I won't do it.
No, as long as you push off,
that.
that's why it's good for when it's like a flatter, like more stuck out top, because that way you're not going to hit anything.
Yeah, but if you do that, then you go down deeper into the water when you jump in, and that's where all the animals that'll eat you are.
Okay, you're in like lower down for like 5 seconds. They're not going to eat you in 5 seconds. Yeah.
Okay, it's being noted in chat. There are always a few tourists each year that die jumping off of cliffs.
Yeah, well, you have to be responsible about it, just like with anything. Like, clearly, I'm not going to jump out from some jagged rock that has, rocks below.
Oh,
I feel
just
like
don't.
you want me to die.
No, I do not. I'm saying that's a dangerous. I'm surprised that you're going to be doing it. Beatrice says you have no control over flying. Jumping in cliff is all you.
That's exactly it.
Okay.
That is because I have control over it, and I know like what it looks like at the bottom, like when I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And plus,
I
like,
don't
there's
believe you're
nothing
gonna do
there's nothing like holding you. Like, let's say I know you've gone skydiving. That's something I wouldn't do.
it. Oh yeah,
don't like
skydiving was okay because I have a parachute.
No,
so I'm
but
not
that might
jumping
not
into water.
work.
It's the jumping into
For
the water
cliff jump-
thing.
Yeah, I don't understand why jumping into beautiful, clear tropical water.
No, okay, my fear is I jump into the water and I just keep sinking. I just keep going down, or I get turned around and then I start swimming and then I'm swimming
You
not
know that
up,
it's salt
I'm
water,
swimming
right?
down.
You're buoyant and that you'll come back up.
I don't know. I don't know if I can do
this
it.
is more of a you thing. And not
Oh
a me
no, I've
thing.
got it. I have total
Are you
fear of
getting
it.
sweaty? Because I'm very sweaty.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be sweating the entire time. This
Uh-huh.
is part of it. It's a good thing there's a tsunami coming. All right, so Stranded Bakersfield says, Greg, all you have to do is get close to the edge and Sarah will help you out. Yeah, Sarah will murder spasm. Push me out over the river or over the water.
It'll
That's
be fun.
probably what will happen.
I will not push you off of the cliff.
All right, that was said right here on live YouTube.
I might accidentally stumble into you and you might fall off of one, but that wouldn't be my fault.
Yeah, okay.
It would be gravity's.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about that. All right, well, we do want to have recommendations too. So if anybody has recommendations of things we should do while we're here, definitely let us know. I know we're going to go see the Waimea Canyon at some point, which is like a Grand Canyon, but it's on the island.
Yeah, it's in the middle of Kauai, I think, and it's like it's supposed to be huge.
Vicky just said if you hit the water wrong, it can knock you out and you sink. See? That's
Greg,
another
you're not
reason
going to be
terrified
doing it
of
by yourself. Vicky, you're not helping.
I don't know.
You're
That's exactly
not
one of
gonna
my
hit the water
fears. And then you jump
wrong.
in there, and then a shark will eat you.
Have you ever jumped off a high dive?
No. No, we had it.
Okay, that's the. You know, yeah.
No, and when I was growing up, we used to go to swim lessons in Albany because they had an Olympic-sized pool.
I've been to
and they
that
had
pool.
Yeah, and they had a high dive
In
there.
Albany, Oregon.
In Albany, Oregon, and they had a high dive. And I remember walking out onto it. So I was like, oh, I can do that. And I walked out on, and I totally chickened out. And like,
Oh, did you? Oh, were you the guy that had to be walked back down?
I didn't have to be walked back down.
But then you had to like turn around and climb back down the stairs. Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, this is making a little more sense now.
I did. I'm terrified. I know. I don't know. Kick, not a push. Yeah, talking about me. A cliff isn't a bridge. So that is a good point.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I wouldn't do it unless I knew it was a safe place to jump off from. I'm not going to pick some random spot and be like, look at me. I'll go.
Maybe I'll have to do that to become king of the beach.
You might
I'll have
have
to
to
jump off
because
of there.
you're not going to be intimidating with your mean boogie boarding skills.
All right. Well, this is something that we'll think about doing here in a bit. Just don't flatten your feet when you hit the water. Oh.
Yeah, don't do that because you can break your feet.
Why would I do this? Why would I go do this? No.
That is, you have to point your toes, yeah.
No.
That way you go into the water.
Nah, I think there's enough ways for me
You
to
can break
be.
all the bones in your feet if you don't.
Yeah. Nah.
All you have to do is just jump off and then put your. It's not that complicated.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no to that.
I
Well,
think
anyway,
we're gonna have to do
we've
it.
got a beach adventure ahead of us
Yes.
today, assuming there's no tsunami. And
Well, that'll be a different kind of adventure.
right. So we're going to be broadcasting some things from there too. So we'll go on Periscope and we'll do a Facebook Live at some point today. We'll do something on Facebook Live as well. So follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Funemployment Radio. And yeah, we'll have some things
we'll
on
have
there too.
updates.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So follow our hashtag FER Hawaii.
Hashtag FER
We'll be
Hawaii.
putting that on everything.
Yeah.
We'll take lots of pictures. Yeah. Updates.
Yeah, and if you're listening via podcast, definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is Funemployment Radio. So we'll be doing another one of these tomorrow at the same time, so noon Pacific time. We'll go back on live. And before we go, I think we should just kind of turn the camera around and show the little
Oh,
knife.
do you want me to do it?
Yeah, do you want to do that? Just to kind of give another perspective here. And again, if you're listening via podcast, this is going to be up on YouTube
All right.
for you
Should
to
I
see.
grab it?
No, if you twist it.
Twist it.
Oh boy, nope,
Twist
nope.
it.
The handle.
The handle. Twist it.
The other way.
Twist it. That one.
Well, that'll go up and down. Okay, no, actually go back to that one.
Which one?
You can
This
tell
one?
we're professionals. Yeah.
What do I do?
Just rotate it.
It's not working.
Okay, I'm gonna do this.
I was just gonna move it like that.
Okay, just do that. Just do that. And just kind of show the lanai here. If the tsunami doesn't get you, jump off a cliff, why not? So this is just the lanai of where we're at and where we're hanging out. So, sorry, didn't mean to bring that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Kind of get over there. So this is where we think the wild pigs are living.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a wild pig back there, or possibly the wild sheep that we were talking about. Also, up in these trees behind us, there's something. That's where we think the tropical squirrels are that are
Yeah,
probably
this was
going to
the.
attack
It was
us.
in that bush. last night. That one was shimming and shaking. Looked like a velociraptor was in it.
Oh yeah, that's probably where the
Yeah.
Velociraptor lives.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I don't know if you
I can't tell if I'm
see.
am I back at you?
No, that's good.
Okay.
Yep, that's good. I think we just froze. Well, anyway. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and sign off anyway. So don't forget to go to the Fun Employment Radio Bingo Night, which is going to be on Thursday,
December 15th.
December 15th, after we get back. So we definitely want to see everybody down there.
We'd really love to. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah, big thank you
I don't think
to
I'm even on
Worthy Brewing. I think, okay, maybe we froze. I don't know if we froze. Yeah, I think we froze. But that's all right. Oops, froze. Tropical squirrels got us. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and sign off. So we'll be back live on Facebook and YouTube later, or YouTube tomorrow, Facebook and Periscope. Again, though, the Bingo Night is on Thursday, December 15th. We would love to see everybody there. It's at Landmark Saloon, 4847 Southeast Division. And big thank you to Worthy Brewing and the Albany Scotch for that. So we will see you guys there. And yeah, I think that's about it for today.
I think that's all she wrote.
All right, so just follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and we will see you there.
Greg, now it's time to put on our bathing suits and head down to the beach.
All right.
Become the king.
All right, excellent. All right, thanks so much, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow with more Fun Employment Radio.